world is running out of natural resources because of the electricity demand. Usage of non-renewable sources like fossil fuels that are the main cause of carbon pollution, acid rain, and global warming are harmful to both us and the environment. It has long been known that electricity can be generated through waste. An example would be wastewater, while newer ones would be human urine and defecation, as well as mud. Electricity is harvested through devices known as fuel cells. As of this experiment, we are dabbling with the harvesting of electricity from mud. Therefore, we will use a microbiofuel cell, also known as an MFC.
Our hypothesis is that the added sodium chloride will amplify the amount of electrical energy produced by the microbiofuel cell. If our hypothesis is correct, we will know how to amplify and better exploit the generation of electricity, which will make the microbiofuel cell more sustainable for future use. We started our experiment by drilling the holes into the containers. After we turned the soil into mud, we cut 3 pieces of 10 cm of rope and braided it. We then boiled 250 ml of water and added 16 grams of salt into the water. We mixed the salt until it dissolved and added the ropes into the beakers until it was damp. After taking out the ropes, we wrapped them with electrical tape to make the salt bridge. We connected the salt bridges to the containers. We put the mud into the right container and filled the left container with water. We then put the aquarium air pump in the water and clipped the alligator clips to a piece of aluminium foil, which we then submerged in both the water and the mud. Next, we clipped the other end of the alligator clip to the multimeter probe and switched on the air pump. We then recorded the voltage produced every minute during a 5-minute time frame. We added 10 grams of salt into the mud container, mixed it, and recorded the voltage produced every minute during a 5-minute time frame again. We collected samples of bacteria from the mud and placed it on an agar plate, then incubated that bacteria for around 3 days. Then, we did gram staining. These are the results that we gathered from the experiment. In conclusion, sodium chloride does not amplify the generation of electricity, and that ensures that there is one less compound to test. It also shows that salts with similar ion positions may not help with the amplification of the generation of electricity. By testing other salts or chemical effects, we may discover new ways to amplify the amount of electricity produced by the microbiofuel cell.
We would like to thank Mr. Chong, our ISS teacher, for guiding us in different steps of the entire ISS process. We would also like to extend our thanks to the lab technicians for helping us to prepare the items needed and gave feedback on our experiments. Furthermore, they also taught us how to operate the equipment. In addition, we would like to thank our seniors for giving us some guidance. During our experimenting, we had many challenges and learning experiences. For example, the first time we made our salt bridge, we realized that we had forgotten to measure the amount of salt we had put in the water. Thus, we had to redo it again the next day. This not only wasted our time, but also wasted materials, and we could have avoided this situation if we had been more careful. We also learned new things like gram staining, which was very interesting for us. Although we had setbacks, we feel like this whole project has been a fun and good learning experience for us.